G'day, I'm Ryan.
And my name's Flynn, and we're the Hikumutu Hunters. Who are the Hikumutu Hunters? Well, the Hikumutu Hunters is me and Ryan. We like hunting, fishing, and basically the outdoors in general. We sort of grew up together. We first met at primary school, and since primary school we've just been best mates pretty much. We enjoy the hunting and fishing together. We usually go fishing together as we're not old enough to have a firearms license yet, so we have to go with our parents. But yeah, so I'm 15, Ryan's currently 14, he's turning 15 in a couple months. And yeah, so I'm turning 16 at the end of the year, and when I'm turning 16 I can get a firearms license, so we can do a bit more hunting then. But yeah, in New Zealand I'm friends with pretty much all the major fishermen in New Zealand, and yeah, there's a lot of things we've got the opportunity to do. So yeah, that leads us on to our next thing. What do we stand for? Well, the Hikumutu Hunters stands for just role modelling to younger boys like ourselves, to really just get out there. Yeah, we stand for being role models and trying to stop young boys from getting depressed and trying to introduce other kids like us that are bored shitless to get out and do hunting and fishing and just give things a go. Why do we hunt and fish? Well, starters, we were brought up sort of in hunting and fishing communities and families. What do you think? So we've been lucky in that we've got access to hunt basically whatever. We'll show a clip now of goats above the ridge at Ryan's. So we've got that thing, and also I'll show you a clip now of this deer walking up Ryan's driveway. Like we're not too far away from town, but we're not super close. You know what I mean? But we were blessed as young men or young boys to be able to go out and hunt, fish, and do things of that nature, which we're really thankful for. We both live within a walking distance of the river, and there is like 1 million small streams and creeks around our area which hold trout and eels and that. So we've been fascinated with fishing and hunting. I started my YouTube channel, Policeman Sam, link in the description, in 2018. Start of 2018, and I just wanted to be one of those big shot YouTubers, and now I realise that I don't want to be big. It will come. I just want to create content and just be there and sort of role model to other boys to get out and do it, because I don't care what people think of me. That's their business and I can't change it. But what I do care is other boys and kids just sitting there in their bedrooms playing games and getting fat. And again, cyberbullying is probably one of the leading causes of suicides in New Zealand, which is why I'm trying to get other people out off the couch and into the great wide world where you're not able to be cyberbullied. You're social distancing yourself. When we are older, when we get our driver's licenses and firearms licenses, we'll be hunting all the time. and that's completely fine, but we know there is restrictions to that. A lot of the places we're looking on hunting, well, some of the places I'm looking on hunting are dockland, so you need a permit to hunt them. But you can, so stay tuned. Sort of for next year, we'll sort of be where the channel will start to grow, I think. Because we will just be old enough to do that little bit more things, such as go out hunting by ourselves and fishing by ourselves without needing to be dropped off or walk somewhere, So next trout season, it's late April sort of right now, and the season's coming to a close, but next season, me and Ryan, I'm getting my driver's license, so I'm fixing to go backcountry to small streams I know of. I'm not going to release the name of them ever. There's a lot of places around us, as I mentioned earlier, that we can hunt and fish, and I guess where I like to go mainly is that main river. We generally just fish that main river, and that part of that river that we fish generally is open all year. So you'll see us fishing the winter and the summer with spinners, flies, worms, all sorts of legal baits and lures and flies. I've recently started fly fishing, which I'm getting pretty alright at it. Every time I sort of go out, I do manage to hook a fish. Last time I went out, which was on Tuesday, now Thursday, I hooked a nice rainbow at probably one of our favourite pool out of all of our public spots. We know a lot of farmers around our area, and we've got a lot of private spots that we can go and fish. And the river itself here it's called a Queen's Chain, so anyone can access the river through public land. So if I access the river through a public domain or whatever and walked upstream and both banks are privately owned, I am fine because we're technically on the riverbed. And there's another, you can't access it through private land. So we've got that means there's basically a lot of inaccessible areas that you can't wade up to because of the nature of our river. It's very deep, very slow moving. It's one of the bigger rivers in the North Island. In the lower regions, it's slow moving, big, deep. Up here, it's shallower. It's much smaller than what it is downstream, but it's still a big river, and nothing can be taken lightly. Our favourite spinners to use. My favourite spinners to use are bladed spinners. Like Ryan's a big poker guy. I recently introduced him to soft plastics, but my go-tos are bladed spinners. I use probably my favourite spinner, and it's my favourite because it's available in most fishing stores across New Zealand, and it's generally not expensive, is the Rainbow Baltic by Rublix. Those things are just legendary. I caught a lot of the fish I've caught on that with the spinner. And my second favourite bladed spinner would be the Mepps Paglia Furia Undressed. That's a very good spinner. I caught my personal best brown at 5 pounds on that and a bit of pocket water. Actually that spot was in a video. I'll link that video in the description because it's a fun video. I go out, I catch a fish. It's a small fish, but at that spot I've caught 2 fish that weren't in videos. One of them you'll see at the end when we do a small slideshow thing, showing what we've been up to, and basically just things, not to brag, but yeah, the highs of our careers, which have spanned not very long. Hopefully we'll be. I've got ideas for this channel and to go further. My brain's just ticking. I'm dropping over what we can do in the future to basically be known and get people and be advocates for mental health, that sort of thing. Where do we live? We live on the central north. Where do we live? We live in the central north island of New Zealand, as I mentioned before. Very, very middle of nowhere. And there's a lot of tourist destinations where basically we're close to everything. There's a lot of rivers and streams in our area, as I said. Yeah, the main river, it's a bloody big catchment. There's a lot of rivers and streams that mount into it. Too many to name in this video, otherwise it'll be an hour long. There's literally that many streams, it's a big catchment. And we've got the whole thing to explore. It's great. There's a lot of things only accessible by boat. They're all public land. It's just you cannot access them by any other means apart from boat or bushwhacking for hundreds or bloody tens of kilometres. So there's a lot of backcountry around us. There's a lot of non-backcountry, I suppose you could call it, urban fishing. We got urban fishing at its finest. Pretty urban fishing. You're right in the centre. You're right in town, sort of. And there's some trash around there. There's dogs barking everywhere. It's urban trout fishing. That's what we like. There's also spots where you can go. You won't see anyone days from it. Just within 20 metres. No, not 20 metres. 20 minutes driving from our house. So we're very lucky to be where we are. We've got 3 national parks in a close proximity to us, and we've got a lot of things. We've got contacts that know people that can put us on to the fish of a lifetime on large, like 10-pound largemouth bass. Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities for this channel. Clearly every beauty was just a myth. Hope you like that, and yeah.
And we are Hikumutu Hunters.